So here's my Devin Haney versus Lomachenko prediction. Lomachenko has to start early. He must start fast. He can only limit himself to 2 fill-out rounds. It would do him no justice to use his footwork early on. Notice that Ortiz was working that jab. Haney plans on doing the exact same thing, and Haney's jab is better than Ortiz's jab, so there's that. Loma might get caught early on if he's aggressive, but that's what he's going to have to do, like how Mike Tyson used to have to do back in the day. Many of the early rounds are going to be extremely close, especially if Loma starts fast. Jermaine Ortiz stole at least 3 rounds in their fight. Haney's going to have to take the same tactic. And if Loma starts slow, then it's going to be bad for him as far as the scoring goes. But Loma can also steal rounds, so I'm not just going to say Haney has to do it. Whoever steals those rounds, that's going to help them out later in the fight. As you can see, Lomachenko has a strong straight left. That's his best punch to me. He has to land that left hand to set up the rest of his offense. And if he stands a chance at hurting Haney, it's going to be with the straight left, because that's his strongest, most accurate punch from what I've seen from Loma. With that being said, Haney can get away from the left. He could take a step to the side like you saw Ortiz did. Haney has great waist movement. He can dip away from it. Haney could take a few steps back, and we all know Haney is renowned for clinching, so he could smother that left and clinch. Loma's going to have to shut down the jab, but as you saw, he's completely capable of doing this. Lomachenko is fast enough to counter. He's going to counter with combinations. He should not take those step backs. He's right there, counter with combinations and speed. He has to do that. On top of that, I think that Loma has to stay home in this fight, meaning those backward steps, he can't afford to do that. Beautiful body shots. But Loma has to fight on the inside at some point in this fight if he stands a chance of winning. Okay, now we're in the 7th round, and now you're going to see why I said Loma has to start fast. As the rounds go on, Loma is 35. He's only going to get slower, less accurate. He becomes an easier target. Devin Haney will love to be able to sit there on the outside and fight while going backwards. Devin has the reach advantage. He has the speed advantage. Look at that pot shot. Devin Haney will love to do that. That's Shangri-La. That's heaven for Devin Haney. He will pot shot Loma and clinch him all night, especially past the 6th round. There's bound to be back and forth action. But at 35, Loma doesn't want to be playing catch up. So Loma wants to win those first 6 rounds. He cannot start slow. I expect Loma to have a higher punch output than Haney. Beautiful flurry. That reminds me of Ray Robinson back in the day. Boom. Loma still got them combinations. But this is one thing that a lot of people have not considered, bro. Lomachenko's power is not special at lightweight at all. And it's because he's usually smaller than his opponents. And I'm going to show it to you in slow motion. He's going to catch Ortiz clean with that left hand uppercut right on the button, right on the chin. And he couldn't even buzz him. So Loma has to win on decision. There will be no knockout. There will be no knockdowns. He cannot stop Haney, whether people like that or not. Don't be surprised if Haney starts to walk Loma down in the later rounds as Loma's legs are starting to fade and he can't just jump back and use that footwork anymore. Haney is a bigger fighter. And you saw that Loma doesn't really have great power at this weight class. So these are things that we have to accept. And late in the fight, Loma's going to feel a sense of urgency, and you're going to see that dog come out. You're going to see the veteran pedigree. You're going to see the reason why he was almost undisputed back in the day. So, and this is going to be my final prediction, all right? Here's how I'm going to sum it up. This is going to be the toughest fight of Haney's career. There's no way Haney can win this easily. But I think Haney is going to win by a split decision victory. This fight will go to distance. Both of these guys are known for going to distance. Loma's age will show because Haney's feet will be too fast. Unless Loma comes out early and stops him within the first 4 rounds, there's no way that Loma can win this fight. Loma has to be aggressive or he loses. Y'all let me know what y'all think.